Hello everybody and welcome to another video. So tomorrow my family is going to be embarking on a grand adventure. We're going to be traveling to Russia for a little family holiday, and it is incredibly exciting to me because I've actually never left this country. I've never been on a long international flight. It's been a long time since I've stayed in hotels. We normally stay in backpackers and bed and breakfasts and stuff. And I've only ever seen snow once, so taking a trip to Russia in winter and staying in holiday inns is going to be a real thing for me. So I figured I would probably vlog my trip, and I figured I would start off that vlog series by just telling you guys a bit about what I am expecting from this trip. So we decided to go to Russia because at the moment you do not need a visa to travel from South Africa to Russia. We are going to be flying out of Joburg, the OR Tambo International Airport, to Dubai, and then from Dubai we will be flying to Moscow. We're going to be staying 3 nights in Moscow. I never know. I'm probably going to sound like an idiot for this whole video. And then we're going to have a couple nights in St. Petersburg. So I am expecting it to be cold. It is going to be winter in Russia, and I've looked up the temperatures, and the maximum temperatures never get above 0 degrees the entire time we're there. So that's terrifying because the coldest that we're used to around here is maybe a maximum 10-degree day, so this is going to be a lot colder, and there's going to be a lot of snow. I've only seen snow once in my life, so this is definitely not something that I've ever had to deal with. But I think I've packed a lot of warm clothing, lots of extra socks, lots of extra layers, so I hope I'm gonna be fine. And I'm also expecting it to be warm inside, in the buildings and transport and stuff like that, so hopefully we'll be okay. So the time difference between here and Russia is I think only an hour or two, so we won't be getting any jet lag, so that's great. But Russia is right at the top of the world, and the sun isn't out for very long in the day. I think it rises at about 10 and sets at about 6, so we're not gonna have a lot of daylight hours. I am expecting to do lots and lots of walking. I am terrified of having to take public transport and stuff, and generally having to communicate with people because we don't actually speak any Russian. I think I know about 3 words. I know da and нет. I know привет, which is hi, and пока, which is bye, and spasibo, which is thank you. I'm not expecting it to be massively expensive, although I've heard mixed reports on this. I'm gonna try to ration the money that I spend every day, but I'm expecting to bring home at least 1 babushka, lots of Russian candy and chocolate, and maybe some vodka-based liqueur. Hello everybody, and welcome to the first part of the vlog where I actually do some talking. Ooh, the lighting is abhorrent. So I am currently in Moscow, Russia at the Holiday Inn. Yeah, that's better. This is our little hotel room. Nothing crazy. So I thought I would just update you on how things have gone so far. So we arrived at the airport in Joburg at about 2 or 3 p.m. and then our flight was at 7 from Joburg to Dubai, and we landed at 5 a.m. Dubai time, which would have been 3 a.m. home time. And I didn't sleep a single wink on that flight, so Yeah, I was really tired, but there also wasn't really much place to sleep at the Dubai airport. We flew out of Dubai at 10 a.m. to Moscow, and we arrived at about 2 p.m. Moscow time. And yeah, we basically, then we had to basically like hustle. It was like the Amazing Race, you guys. Like, they gave us essentially the name of our hotel and the direction to go in, and like now this group of tourists had to figure out how the metro works, and it was a mess. Luckily we had an app, Yandex Metro I think it's called, which has like the map, and then you can choose which station you want to go to and from, and then it like plots your route. But that still doesn't really help with, like, we had so much baggage, like our suitcases and stuff, and then there's people like pushing. No one speaks English, but lots of people were really helpful, and were able to point us in the right direction, and eventually we managed to get there without any like major hiccups, so that's cool. I've also been interested in what people have been wearing, because I was surprised at like how fashionably women dressed. I don't know, I guess I thought that you kind of have to sacrifice fashion for comfort or vice versa, but like women look very comfortable and very cozy, but also like very beautiful, and like very pretty coats, bright fur and hats and stuff, and generally look very fashionable. Also like a surprising number of women just wearing like coats and then stockings and then boots. We're definitely going to need to learn some phrases. We definitely need to learn the word sorry. We learned thank you, but we didn't learn sorry, and like, oh boy did we need it, because we were a mess out there. Anyway, I'm currently absolutely starving, verging on hangry, so we are going to go and try rustle up some grub.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Hello everybody, you join us in Moscow at the Kremlin. We are about to go there. We've just been on a bus tour that took us to a couple of important spots, and it's freezing. It's about -2 degrees, and it's going to snow a little later on. Hello everyone, this is a vending machine for socks. Oh, these are heckin' huge steps. Currently in Gum. I hope you can hear me over the music, which is very loud. We had dinner in Red Square, which is at the moment very decorated. It's like a little carnival, but I am so tired. My legs are killing me, and I really just want to go home and take a bath. We've been out all day, so yeah.
What I've observed today about...
Your voice has changed.
About Russians.
Just talk to me.
Is they
Not like that.
They seem to be very caring with their kids. Don't see them shouting at their kids.
Yeah.
They're very patient and very sweet with their children.
Children are so cute, and they're so bundled up, and they're all wearing onesies. So cute. I've noticed.
And they like to drink a lot of tea.
I was
And
gonna
the other
say,
stuff.
like, there's, like, I'm not a person to buy into stereotypes, we know this, but like, the alcohol is a thing. Like, this morning, when we came out, we left the hotel about what time, Mom?
Early. They were drinking.
Like 8, 9? And there's people like stumbling up the street with beer bottles and like, yeah, it's this one's real. The ladies, the women in Russia are very beautiful in like a very proportionate way. Like their faces are very well in proportion. Little noses and like pretty eyes, big lips, and beautiful makeup.
The men not so beautiful.
No, the men are gorgeous.
Oh.
The gorgeousest. They are also handsome and very like striking face. All the young men that I've seen, I've been like, that's a very like symmetrical, well-made human. You know? Also, the old people do the sign of the cross when they get off the train. What else?
And rub the dog's nose when they get off the train.
I did a little clip of that. I don't know why, but like all the metal on all the dogs' noses is like worn off from the people stroking the dogs' noses. Vlog continued. We are now on our way into the metro, and I just forgot to mention some things. Other thing I've noticed is like PDA is very okay. Like people just PDAing on the escalators, PDA in the metro, just like very, very cuddly all over everywhere all the time. Oh hey, you're in the background. Holla!
Hello. Alright, so I am gonna end off this vlog here. So today was really, really lovely. So my brother and my dad went to the Museum of Vodka, but I didn't go to that. We instead went and shopped the markets, looking for like gifts for people and gifts for ourselves and so on. And I got a few things. Hey, wait, let's do like a small Russia haul. Day 1 haul. I got this young magnet. It's the St. Basil's Cathedral, and it's like 3D. I don't know if you can see, but like there's some bits sticking up, and at the bottom it says Moskva, which is Moscow in Russian. Moscow. I never know. Where's my... this is probably my favorite purchase of the day. I got these dank lighters. Yeah, boy. So happy with those. The magnet was 100 rubles, which is about 20 rand. And the lighters were 350 and 250 rubles. Cool. And then I got some candy, some Frutella something mix. Okay, so I am exhausted. I don't know if that sounds like a lot that we got up to today, but it was a lot. Like, we've literally been standing since
7 a.m.
Well, we had breakfast. We had breakfast at a breakfast buffet, and it was so good. And I think we're gonna get a buffet every morning, and I'm so happy because there's everything. Anyway, I'm gonna bath and soak my sore joints, and I've taken headache tablets because my body's giving up on me, and we've got like several more days of this to go, so I need to sleep. Thanks for joining me on my journey. Hope you're having a good day.
Bye.
If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you like me and want to see more from my channel, you can click the subscribe button, and I make videos whenever I can. Bye!